The code Rose wasn't really used for anything specific. It was just this random code that like a bunch of people would join. Usually it would have like 3 or 6 people in it, and on very rare occasions it would be empty. But it was never really dead. It wasn't popular, but it wasn't dead. Usually if you join this code, there would just be people talking. The reason this code died is because it would just be some random code that you would join. It wasn't really a code that anyone would join on a regular basis, and no one was really going around saying the code. That meant that not a lot of people would know about the code, and that's why it would never get 10 people. And the few people that already knew the code would just forget about it. And even if you did want to join this code, it would be completely empty. And because of this code would just completely die out. The last time I joined this code with at least one other person in it was like 6 months ago. In my other video about dead codes, I talked about Shren 15. This is basically the other version, Shren 19. It would be used for the same exact thing. There are 3 famous codes to find Gorilla Tag ghosts. These codes are Shren 16, Shren 17, and Shren 18, and usually they are full with 10 people. Some have more demand than others, but they are usually full. So what do you do if you can't find a good code? You make the most random, unknown code, Shren 19. Unlike other ghost codes, people would just join in spikes and then leave. And what I mean by spikes is like 4 people would join at the same time and then they would all leave. The reason this would happen to this code was because of people just going into the known codes Shren 16, 18 and 19 and saying join this code, there's a ghost in here. And I guarantee 99% of the time this is the only reason people join this. But right now I've been just sitting in that code and not a single person joined. The reason this code died was because no one went around saying it, and that means it would lose recognition. And now not a single person joins daily, making this code dead. Praise was a popular code that a lot of people would join around like a month ago. This code would be used to play a popular minigame called Crates. If you don't already know how to play Crates, you would basically need to go down to mines. Then the tag monkey would chase you around the mines, and if you didn't want to get tagged, you could jump on the crates and the tag monkey couldn't get you there. And this code would be filled almost every second of the day. If it wasn't at 10 people, it was at 9. And if you've been keeping up with the new Gorilla Tag updates, you will know that the caves has been closed off, and to get the mines you need to get the caves, and that meant you couldn't play crates, and that would make the code crates absolutely useless. And the high demand to get the code that was there before was gone. After the caves was closed off, there was a glitch to get into caves, and a small amount of people would join this code to play crates. But now this glitch is completely patched, which means you can't play crates and the code would die. So the code died. Party 7 was made to find a Gorilla Tag ghost called Day09, but it wasn't very popular, and the number of people going in the code wasn't very high, since there were hundreds of codes to find Day09 that were more popular, and this code was hardly mentioned in any ghost hunting videos until J-Man Curly, the most popular Gorilla Tag creator, posted this. In this video, he attempted to find Day09, and in one part of the video, he mentioned Party 7, and just hours after that video was posted, the code would blow up. The demand to get into this code would skyrocket, with hundreds of people trying to get in at the same time, and for a few weeks, it would stay like this. But this video isn't about popular codes, this is about dead codes. The reason this code died was because after a while, people would forget about this code, and that means there will be a lower chance to find a ghost in this code than others, and that would mean that the demand to get into this video would just start going down slowly. And I guarantee if you decide to go into this code right now, you will find no one but yourself. Only like 1 or 2 people might join this code daily, and the chances of them joining at the same time are very low. Hunt 669 was another ghost code. It wasn't made to find anything specific, and it was used to find really anything. This code wasn't very well known since it was made after another code. The original code would be Hunt, and this would just be another version. The current versions of Hunt that I know are Hunt 666 and Hunt 669 that we're talking about right now. Hunt 669 was never really popular, but it got a big boost in popularity when a TikToker by the name of Valentine's Davin would upload this video.
Joining Ghost Gorilla Tag codes, part Hunt 669. So apparently this ghost spawns in mines and it's mint green. And apparently it can also kick you.
3, 2, 1. Where is it?
Oh, it's here! It's here!
So I'm not gonna show the full video, but basically they found a Gorilla Tag Ghost in that code. After that video blew up, the code got a big popularity boost, but it wasn't that big. This is how I discovered the code, and I would join it on a regular basis. But after a while, I noticed that less and less people would show up. The reason this happened was probably because Gorilla Tag Ghosts have died down, and it was probably a lot easier to get into Hunt than before, which made this code useless. And even in the video, you can see there were only 3 people in the code, which shows that this code was never really popular. Statue 666 was made to find a ghost called End is Here. End is Here would be found in the code End is Here, similar to its name, but a problem these codes had was that they were always full. There would be another code called End is Near, but sometimes that would be full as well. And a lot of the time, people would just add 666 to the code and go into that. And that's how this code was made. This code was rarely ever joined, and I only discovered this code now, which shows that it didn't have a high demand to get into, and it wasn't very popular. This is one of the reasons it died. There wasn't enough people going into the code, and there wasn't enough people going around other codes saying this code, and that's why its recognition wasn't very high. Also, I haven't found any videos about this code. Another reason this code died was because the actual ghost End is Here wasn't as popular as it was before. The only reason this code was popular was because of the name. The code Liam was only joined because people with the name Liam would join. Usually there would be at least like 10 people in there, and this code was always popular, like there was at least 10 people every day. And I guess a lot of Liams liked this code because this code was never empty. And you might be thinking, then why did it die? And honestly, I don't know. This code was thriving, and then one day I joined and no one was in it. And for the past like 6 months, I've been checking up on this code and not a single person. It's almost like everyone with the name Liam just died. I swear there would be like hundreds of people in this code, and then one day I join and everyone's gone. Maybe something happened that I don't know about, but as of today, this code is completely dead for no reason. Glitch 666 was a code based off another code. It was based off Glitch, and Glitch is another code that is barely even alive itself. It used to be very popular, but today it isn't that popular. And if I ever make a part 3, Glitch is probably going to be in it. Glitch was a code made to find many Gorilla Tag ghosts. Not to find any specific ghosts, but just to find a Gorilla Tag ghost. And it was never really full, so there was no reason to make this code. So you might be wondering, why would there be another code? I don't know myself, to be honest. So no wonder this code died. Number 1, it wasn't needed. Number 2, it didn't have any recognition, and there was almost no demand to get into this. This code was made to die. And now this code is completely dead, and on average it has no players.